Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the difference between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. So, let's discuss. First of all, eukaryotic cell. First of all, we are going to discuss what do you mean by the term eukaryotic cell. See, you means true cell, which is true. Okay. U word means true and karyote means nucleus. So those organisms which have true nucleus. Now what do you mean by true nucleus? The nucleus which is surrounded by a nuclear envelope or nuclear membrane. That is a true nucleus which is observed in the eukaryotic organisms. Now prokaryotic cell. Prokaryotic cells are those pro. See, pro means primitive. Primitive means old one. Primitive which have old features. Okay. And karyote means nucleus. So those organism which does not have well-defined nucleus. Okay. That is a prokaryotic cell, primitive cell. Okay. Now we now we have further differences such as the size of eukaryotic cell is larger, which is about 100 micrometer, whereas prokaryotic cell vary near about 10 micrometer, this small size of prokaryotic cell. Eukaryotic cells contain membrane-bound organelles such as lysosome, RER, nucleus, SCR, Golgi apparatus, mitochondria, and whereas prokaryotic cells we can see there are no membrane-bound organelles, but there is always exception, that is a ribosome. Ribosomes are present in the prokaryotic cell, which is very important. Which organelle is absorbed in the prokaryotic organism or prokaryotic cell, which is a ribosome. Which type of ribosomes are absorbed in the prokaryotic cell, which are 70S. Now, what do you mean by S here? S represent here Swedberg unit. Swedberg unit. Swedberg unit is basically the measuring unit which describe its volume, mass, density, basically representing the density. So type of ribosome in the eukaryotic cell is ATS. Okay. Now what is the basic structure of a ribosome? See, in the ribosome there is a small structure, small part, and there is a larger part, small and larger part. That is the typical structure of a ribosome. In the prokaryotic cells, this is 30S, small subunit is 30S, where large subunit is 50S. Okay, that is total is 70S. It is of prokaryote. Eukaryote, small subunit is of 40S, where large subunit is of 60S, और टोटल इसका बेसिकली इसका डेंसिटी और वॉल्यूम देख के इसका बन जाता है 80S. ओके, सो दैट इज़ वेरी मच इम्पोर्टेंट. Another key difference is found here as such as nucleoid region is present in the prokaryotic cell. Now what is a nucleoid region? See, nucleoid region representing the DNA which is present here. Proteins are also present, but this is not covered by any membrane. They are present neat without any membrane protection, where in the eukaryotic cell DNA is present, but they are covered by nuclear membrane, outer membrane, that is a well-defined nucleus. Another is a plasmid. Plasmid is a vector which help in transformation of plants or any other part to for human benefits such as antibiotic production or various roles played by the plasmid. Now what is plasmid? Plasmid is an extra chromosomal DNA. See, normal DNA is present here, but this is an extra small circular DNA present outside the normal DNA, that is a plasmid which acts as a vector. Another various we can see there is various differences such as we can see complexity. See, eukaryotic cell is very complex. We can see various microtubules, various organelles or various nuclear membrane bound parts are present here, where these are lack in the prokaryotic cell. So prokaryotic cells are basically simple cell. They are simple cell with no nucleus or membrane bound organelles. We can also read here Key differences between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. First of all, nucleus. So, well-defined nucleus is present in the eukaryote, so that is yes. Where is no in the prokaryotic cell because well-defined nuclear membrane or nuclear envelope is absent. Nuclear membrane or envelope is same thing. So what is present? Nucleoid, the region in which DNA present but not properly covered. Organelle, various membrane bound organelles are present because it is a complex cell. No? It because we need very energy, various functions. So that why we need different structures to perform that. Very simple cell, no need. So various organelles are absent, but ribosome is present because proteins. We prokaryotic cell need proteins for their body. Complexity, eukaryotic cells are complex. We can see everything, almost everything is present there. Where prokaryotic cells are simple. Size is large of a eukaryotic cell, near about 100 micrometer, where small size of prokaryotic cell, which is 0.1 to 5 micrometer, or it can be 20 micrometer. Now, what are the examples of prokaryotic cells? So, prokaryotic cells are mainly bacteria. Bacteria is a major prokaryotic cells category. We also know about kingdom Monera, which contain bacteria, so that are prokaryotic cells. Where eukaryotic cells are mainly absorbed in the higher organisms such as human, animal, or plants, so their eukaryotic cells are absorbed. So these are overall structural difference between the eukaryotic and prokaryotic cells. If you have any doubt, you can comment below. So thank you so much.